All right, guys, we have had rain scheduled for 3 days. Today's the second day. It rained yesterday. It's supposed to rain today. Well, it did rain today, but a couple hours ago it cleared out and the sun came out. So I immediately come out here and started painting parts. I have a ton of pieces ready for paint. So I tried to do stuff that wasn't going to get a lot of coats. So anyway, I got some stuff finished and I'm pretty happy. So now I can progress a little bit further. Let me show you what I got going on. So this is my glove box insert that I made out of steel. I've got a radio, Kenwood radio going there, a 12-volt outlet, and then that little hole is for my adjustable RPM shift light. But anyway, so this will be, when you open the glove box door, that's what you'll see. Now I did it with Duplicolor aerosol bed liner, sprayed on a couple of coats to give it a textured look, and then I painted it with Sim aerosol vinyl plastic paint. And my goal was to get it to look like a factory glove box. This is a reproduction glove box liner. So they're, felt lined and they're gray. But, in the real world, if I'd have had more money, I would have probably got probably had something mixed actually that matched. But I didn't need to go that far with it. But anyway, the only color I had that was fairly close was warm gray. And so that's what I used. It's kind of funny, this can's about 20 years old. So when I got it out, I had about a quarter can left. When I got it out and shook the crap out of it, I could barely get anything to spray out of it. So I decanted it. I poked a hole in it up there and then poured it into a cup. You guys have never done that before. The normal person would think that would explode and blow paint everywhere, and it doesn't. If you leave it upright like that, and you poke a little bitty hole in there. I used a spring punch that you use to mark to drill a hole. I used a spring punch because it's sharpened to a real sharp point. It took about 3 punches before it actually poked a little teeny tiny hole in there. No paint come out, it's just air. Anyway, I don't know what it would do if you did it from the bottom, but I know for sure if you do it up here on the top, it does not blow out. Anyway, at that point, I stuck the spring punch down there and opened it up pretty good and then just poured it in there. But anyway, this can is now junk, and actually the trash guys can take it because there's no air pressure in it. But anyway, I put it in my touch-up gun there and I sprayed it, and so now that's done. I think that's pretty awesome. So maybe tonight after dinner I'm gonna come out here and bolt this in and get going on it, get my radio in and all that stuff hooked up, and then at that point I can flip my battery shut-off switch on, turn the key on, and I can listen to my tunes in here and see what it sounds like. I've got kicker 3.5 two-ways here. I've got kicker 6x9s back here in the deck. You can't see them for them panels I got laying up there. That's basically to keep all the dust out of them, but those panels actually go in the sides right there. But I got kicker 6x9 3-ways back there, or 2-ways. I can't even remember. And I got 2 10-inch kicker subs back here with a 250-watt kicker ramp. So it's just all Walmart stuff, and I'm good with it. It'll make noise, and that's all I care. But anyway, it should sound pretty cool, but I am dying to hear that radio in this car. So I might be able to test that off tonight. Probably just in time to let all the neighbors, wake them up and piss them off. That wouldn't be good. Anyway, the other thing I got going on is this stuff here. This is all the door latches, trunk latch plate, hood latch, and that type of stuff. And it's actually a guide that goes on the trunk lid that goes down into the body. But anyway, originally these are CAD plated, like a silver CAD plating. I don't have the money to have the stuff, to send it off and have it CAD plated, so I did paint. Now obviously it's going to chip. Latches and all that stuff is metal on metal. It is going to chip. And I'm fine with that because I don't have the money to have a CAD plated. So what I did, I had some base coat DuPont. It's just called bright silver. So I mixed a little bit of reducer in it to thin it out a little bit, and I sprayed on a pretty good medium coat on everything. And at that point, I mixed up some clear coat, and it's not high solids clear, it's just the thin stuff. And I had a little bit of gold base coat here, so I mixed a little gold in it. I was trying to get that kind of a CAD look to it, and obviously it doesn't look like it, but it is a unique color and it looks kind of cool. So I'm kind of digging on it. But anyway, I put a pretty good heavy coat, just one good heavy coat on everything, because it's gonna chip off. But it should just chip off in the areas where it is metal on metal. So, I'm good with that. But that's why you kind of see a little bit of a gold looking tinge to that stuff. But anyway, I didn't even spray like the back side. I just did the base coat on the back. I didn't even spray clear on the back. All that stuff's going to get a heavy coat of grease on it anyway. But anyway, I didn't even spray this upper end up here with the clear. I just left it with the base on it. But everything that's visible got basically the CAD look clear on it. But anyway, that's the hood latch. I've got speed holes drilled in it. I think that's kind of cool. I got speed holes in a lot of stuff on the car. It's just for looks. It's not a race car, but anyway, guys, that's what I got going on. I'm happy, man. I got a little bit of painting snuck in, even though Mother Nature's not cooperating with me. I usually do not paint when it's moist outside at all, but the sun came out and it got hot quick, so I just did it. Usually, I can tell you this. Usually, if it's raining outside, even if you paint it inside, obviously, when you do that Sim interior trim paint, it'll have a white foggy look to it in the colors. So you definitely want to spray that stuff when the sun's out. I learned that a long time ago. I've used that Sim interior trim paint on a lot of stuff, and I'll show you here. That is all Sim interior spray paints through there, all back in there. So just this row. I've used that stuff for a long time, probably since the late 90s. Anyway, guys, I've already got my paint gun clean, so I'm going to break down the table here and get in there and make some dinner. I don't even know what I'm having tonight. I don't even know if I have anything thawed out. That'll suck. I don't even have the money to go to the store and get something out of the hot box. I'll figure it out. If anything, I'll eat some potato chips or something. Thanks for watching.